teach you this evening. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. So if anyone has any injuries, guys, just let me know in the chat function on YouTube. And if you would like to use my playlist for tonight, I'm just going to copy the playlist link into the chat now. So if you'd like to hit play, please feel free to do that at any time. And the only things we'll need in terms of props tonight are a couple of cushions from the bed just for a few poses towards the end of our class, and a blanket for Yoga Nidra. It's really important as your core body temperature will drop a little bit during our meditation. So grab those things, my loves, and maybe some water as well to make sure you are hydrated and comfortable. And then when you're ready, let's come and meet on the mat. And if you're new to this class, guys, we will start with a little bit of a grounding flow this evening. So it's about half movement and then half meditation. And I will give options for different variations so that everyone can benefit in their own way from the practice. But if you do have any injuries, just let me know in the chat function. Otherwise, let's get started. So beginning by just coming to a comfortable seat in the middle of your mat or wherever you're practicing. And starting by simply closing the eyes, maybe rolling the shoulders and bowing the head. You can just rest the hands down on the knees or in the lap, wherever feels comfortable. And let's begin by taking just a few deep breaths. Breathing into the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Breathing into the nose, shoulders relaxed, out through the mouth. Take one more deep breath in for me. And on this exhale, relax the jaw, soften the face. And now just beginning to connect to a comfortable, gentle breath. And for me, self-care is really linked to mindfulness and the way that we treat ourselves on a day-to-day basis. So tonight, I invite you to just take this opportunity to connect to how you're feeling this evening. Just noticing if you've had quite a busy day, maybe you're feeling quite tired, quite mentally exhausted. Or maybe you've had quite a nice, easy Monday and you feel like you need a little bit more of a dynamic practice tonight. And with the eyes closed, with the head bowed, just taking this last moment of stillness. So just put any distracting thoughts to one side. So giving yourself permission to be present, permission to switch off, permission to just practice some self-care. And when you're ready, guys, taking a last deep breath into the nose. And a last deep breath out through the mouth. And slowly blink the eyes open for me. Bring the arms down just next to you. We're going to inhale, take the arms up above the head, lengthening the back. And on the exhale, we're just going to float the hands down, catch the ankles in the hands and come over the knees, straight into a tabletop this evening. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your hands, your fingers evenly to protect your wrists. And we'll start with a few cat and cows to just open up the back of the body and the spine after the day. As you inhale, roll the shoulders back, relax the belly down and lift the heart up. As you exhale, reverse that movement, curve the spine up, bring the chin towards the chest, bow the head. Inhale, roll back through into your cow, let everything soften. And as you exhale, curl the spine up, bring chin to chest, relax the head. Good. Move through 3 more, just moving as you breathe slowly. Maybe you close the eyes down as you move, maybe not. And as you move, begin to just feel. Notice where is feeling open and expansive in the body. And notice where is feeling a little bit tight, a little bit tense, a little bit taut. And last one, inhale, open. And exhale, curve the spine up. Lovely, guys. Meet back in a neutral spine, so flat back. Bring the big toes together, open the knees wide, and just sit yourself back into child's pose for a few breaths. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, you can slink forwards and come into a heart-melting pose instead of your child's pose. So you rest the chest down on the floor, lift the tailbone up high, and stretch the arms out. Whichever of those options you're in, take a few breaths and just check in with how you're feeling physically in the body tonight. Checking in now with how you're feeling mentally this evening. There's no right or wrong answers. Just beginning to notice. Just beginning to check in with yourself. Beautiful, guys. And this check-in is going to begin to inform our yoga practice, our asana physical practice this evening. So after your next exhalation, just slowly roll back through your tabletop. Tuck your toes under and lift your tailbone up to downward facing dog. Look towards the feet. Make sure the feet are open to about hip width. Look towards the hands. Make sure the hands are open to about shoulder width. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Lift the tailbone high and begin to pedal the feet. So move from left to right, right to left, maybe giving your head a little shake or a nod to release your neck. And take a few breaths, just gently easing the heels down as we begin to just soften into the pose. When you're ready, take a last breath in, a last breath out. Look forwards. We're going to step the feet together at the top of the mat. So left foot first, right foot follows, and slowly unravel until you come all the way up to a standing pose into Tadasana. Spread down into the toes of the feet, spread the feet wide, make a nice even base. Spread down through the fingertips. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up above the head, gaze over the thumb. As you exhale the breath, bring the hands down to the shins. Inhale, look up halfway, flatten your back. And as you exhale, bring both hands down either side of the feet. We're going to step the feet back again, come to a plank. Now, you can either stay in plank and lower if you'd like, guys, or you can come onto the knees, lower the chest and chin, and then ripple forwards onto the belly. So check in with how you're feeling again. Either just press down into the hands and lift the chest, or press down into the hands and lift yourself up off the mat. Take one inhale, and as you exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Make sure the feet are open to hip width, hands are open to shoulder width, and take 3 breaths, either staying a little bit stiller, lifting the tailbone high, heels pressed low, or pedaling out the feet. So whatever feels best in your body this evening. And take one more breath in, one more breath out. Lift the head, either step or jump the feet together, whichever feels best for you. And roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, sweep the arms up above the head. You can draw the thumbs back if you'd like. And exhale, bring the hands down either side of the feet. If you'd like to go a little bit more dynamic tonight, guys, you can jump back into a plank, a little bit gentler, step the feet back and come onto the knees. Lower down. Ripple forwards. Either stay low in your baby cobra, squeeze the elbows in, or press into your upward facing dog. And when you're ready, come onto the knees, tuck the toes, lift back into downward facing dog, and take 3 breaths for me. We're going to move through just one more slow sun salutation as we begin to ground the body. And we begin to just start to relax into our practice tonight. I know sometimes it can feel harder to calm the mind after a busy day, or if the mind is racing. But start to bring awareness to the breathing as much as you can. On the next inhale, lift the head to look forwards. Exhale, step or jump the feet together, fold. Inhale, ripple up the spine, come up to standing into Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up above the head. And exhale, fold back down. Step or jump the feet back, whichever you would prefer, and lower. Last time, on an inhale, ripple forward, stay low if you would like, or press into upward dog. And this time, come back into either child's pose or into heart melting pose. You might have heard this posture called puppy dog pose as well. And take a few breaths. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. One more breath, guys, wherever you are. One more exhale. We're going to meet back in downward facing dog and then lift the left leg up. So on an inhale, when you're ready, take your left leg up towards the sky. And then exhale, draw the left knee to the heart. We're going to step the left foot down between the hands and come down onto that back leg. Untuck the toes of the back foot. Place your right hand underneath your right shoulder, so the wrist and shoulder is stacked. And we're going to take the left arm up. You can either reach through the left fingertips, you can take the left arm behind you to come into a half bind, or you can bring the left hand to the inside of the left knee and gently create a little bit more space at the left hip. You can keep the right knee down, or at this point you can tuck the back toes and lift that back leg up off the mat. We're here for 3 breaths, my loves. Breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing in, out through the nose. Wherever you are, take your last breath, your last exhale. Unravel, bring the right knee down. We're going to untuck the back toes and just sit back. So walking the hands backwards, straightening out the left leg and gently folding over the left leg. So until you feel a little extension through the back of that left leg, through the hamstring. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. Last breath. Last exhale. Beautiful, guys. Begin to walk the hands forwards, tuck the back toes under. We're going to sweep the left leg back up. So as you breathe in, sweep the left leg high. And exhale, swap the feet. So left foot steps down. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, right knee to the heart. Hug the knee in towards the chest. And lightly step the right foot down between the hands. Nice, guys. Come onto the left knee first to set up in the pose. Left hand comes down underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, reach the right arm up, lengthening from wrist to wrist. Either stay here, take the right arm behind you to get into the right shoulder, or bring the right hand onto the inside of your right knee and gently press the leg away to create a little bit more space in your right hip. If you'd like to go more dynamic, guys, pick the back toes up and lift that back leg. So you're extending through the left leg for 3 breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Last breath into the nose and out through the nose. Drop the left knee down, untuck the toes, reach the right arm high, and then walk the hands backwards as you straighten out your right leg. So just a little fold gently over the right leg until you feel that extension through the hamstring. Breathing in, breathing out. Into the nose, out through the nose. Last breath, last exhale. Slowly begin to bend the right knee and come onto the right foot again. Bring the hands down, tuck the left toes under, sweep the right leg high, breath in, and exhale. Bring both feet down. From here, open the feet to hip width, bend into the knees, and we're going to walk the feet forwards to the backs of the wrists and come into a standing fold. So feet open to hip width. Catch the elbows in the hands, let the head feel nice and heavy, and look through the legs rather than down at your mat. So instead of crunching the neck, lengthen the neck. Take 3 breaths here, guys. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, bending into the knees. Breathing out, head is heavy. Last breath. Last exhale. Drop your hands down towards your toes. And for the last time, start to unravel. So slowly uncurling and unwinding until you are up, standing in Tadasana once more. So in our mountain pose, bring the feet together, spread down through the fingertips, lift up through the crown of the head, and close the eyes for me. Just relaxing the shoulders, staying active in the body, so you're lifting up through the kneecaps, switching on the abdomen, and take 3 breaths. Just allowing everything to relax as you exhale. Allowing any busy thoughts or distracting thoughts to drift away on the exhale. And imagine any stress or strain from the day is melting away on the final exhalation. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms up above the head, gaze over the thumbs. And exhale, float the hands down to the shins. We're going to keep the legs together, bend into the knees, sweep the arms up to come into a chair pose, relaxing the shoulders. And you can either keep the knees glued together, keep tucking the tailbone under and heels down. If you'd like to add in a little balance tonight, guys, balances can be really grounding. Lift the heels up off the mat. So just a gentle balance this evening. 3 breaths wherever you are. In chair, breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze the knees together, sit back a little bit deeper. Lovely, guys. Last breath. Last exhale. If your heels are lifted, lower the heels down, straighten the legs, bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, look up, flat back, and exhale. Bring both hands down, step the feet back, guys. And we're going to come all the way down onto the mat now, so lower yourself down. And I'm going to give you 3 options for this next pose. You can either just reach the hands towards the feet and lift the chest. You can lift the legs and lift the arms, coming a little bit higher. Or if you'd like to come into a deeper variation, take the hands to the ankles. Catch the outside edges of the feet. And when you're ready, inhale, lift. And exhale, release just the breath. Whichever variation you're in, breathe in. Exhale, just release the breath. 1 more breath here. 1 more exhale. Let everything go down onto the mat. Take a deep breath in, feel it in the belly. And exhale, let it go. Lovely, guys. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Make your way through child's pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And when you're ready, roll back through your tabletop. Cross the ankles. We're going to make our way onto the sitting bones from here. So you can press yourself back and roll over the ankles if you'd like, my loves, or you can make your way there any way that feels good in the body this evening. We're going to take both legs out now. So straightening the legs out in front of you, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Take the arms up as well, so you're in an L shape with your body. And just soften the shoulders. So imagine you're sliding the wings of the shoulders down the back. Take a breath in and take a breath out. One more inhale. And as you exhale, lift through the fingertips and exhale, fold over the legs. And we're just going to turn the palms up and rest the arms alongside the legs. Relax the shoulders. Relax the head. And gently begin to just roll. Left ear up to left shoulder. Chin to chest. Right ear up to right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. We'll take 3 breaths, guys. If that's feeling good in the neck, to just gently roll the head in a crescent moon, you can carry on. Keep the legs active, send the toes up towards the ceiling, but let the upper body feel nice and heavy. Take your last breath when you're ready, and take your last exhalation. Slowly start to unravel and unwind, lifting all the way back out of the fold. And bring the feet in for me. And just gather your props. So a couple of cushions. You can come in without props if you would like, guys, but these are props that you probably have at home. A couple of cushions from the bed and a blanket. We're going to come into a supported posture, into a bound angle, but I'm actually going to give you a few different variations for the legs tonight, so you can choose which feels right for you. So take your pillows behind you if you're using pillows, pointing away from your spine, and 3 options with the legs tonight. You can straighten the legs out like we did in our fold, so you're coming into the counter pose variation. You can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open wide to do a little bit of work into the hips. Or if you're feeling adventurous this evening, you can come into a hero pose and bring the heels alongside the hips and then come to lay back onto supports or down onto the mat if you would prefer, guys. If you have any tension around your neck, if your neck is feeling quite tense tonight, I would suggest rolling your blanket into a little roll and then popping it behind your head as support. And then once you're ready, wrap the shoulders backwards and let the arms just gently fall open to the side. Closing the eyes, whichever variation you're in. And bring your awareness, bring your focus back to the breath. We're going to start to just gently dial things down, slow things down as we prepare to move into our meditation practice. So staying in your reclining posture, just bringing focus to where the breath is sitting in the body. And you might like to bring your hands to rest at the lower belly now. You can interlace the hands to keep the palms there comfortably. And just begin to notice if the lower abdomen, if below the navel, is moving as you breathe. And often, without realizing, without being aware, we breathe into the chest. We kind of breathe in a really shallow way that we call accessory breathing in yoga therapy. And as you relax into whichever variation of this posture you've chosen tonight, I invite you to begin to breathe more deeply and to begin to send each breath just a little lower, down into the lower abdomen below the navel. And just seeing if you can connect and create to a gentle rise and fall in the lower belly as you breathe. And we'll stay here connecting to this breath for just one more minute. Breathing into the nose and breathing out through the nose. And belly rising as you breathe in. And belly falling as you exhale. Belly rising as you breathe in. And belly falling as you exhale. Take 3 more breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last breath, guys. And last exhalation. And preparing to come out of the pose safely. Stay reclined for now and just blink the eyes open. If you are coming out of hero pose, guys, if the heels alongside the hips, stay exactly where you are. If the legs are long or in butterfly, draw the knees together and plant the soles of the feet flat on the mat so the knees are bent. Now, whichever variation you're in, if you're in hero or the feet are on the floor now, bring the hands alongside the hips, lift the chin up towards the chest and press down into the hands to help you lift out. If you're coming from hero now, you can unravel the legs. And tonight we're going to take the cushions down underneath the knees. Open the ankles to just about as wide as the knees comfortably. Take the arms alongside you. Take an inhale to lift, lengthening the back. And as you exhale, just bring yourself to lay flat down on the ground. Opening the palms up towards the ceiling, relaxing the back, and closing the eyes. And just gently turning the head, looking over to the right hand side. Taking the head back to center, and then turning the head, just looking over to the left hand side. Head back to center, and then over to the right hand side. Head back to center, and over to the left hand side. Just one more time, guys. Just gently beginning to stretch out the neck. Head over to the right, back to center, and then over to the left. Bring your head back to center. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Breathing into the nose. And sighing out through the mouth. Breathing into the nose. Sighing out through the mouth. I'm taking one more deep breath in. And a long sigh out. And to close down the movements practice of our class this evening, guys, just draw the knees in towards your chest, hug your arms around the legs, and let's just take a few little rocks. Just massaging out the lower back. And preparing to make our way into meditation now. You can either just move your cushions away with your feet, or you can let the legs lay over the cushions for support if you would like. You might like to cover yourself with a blanket, or pop on a jumper just to make sure you are warm enough. And we will be practicing our Yoga Nidra meditation for about half an hour this evening. So make sure that you are warm enough, my loves, and take a moment to come to a position where you can remain still. So you might like to move cushions away from underneath the legs. You might like to keep them there. You might like to pop a cushion behind the head. You might be comfortable laying completely flat. It really depends on you and what feels best in your body. But I would make sure to have one extra layer on if you can, just to make sure you're warm enough for this practice. So taking your time and making your way to a comfortable position, laying flat, maybe turning down the lights. And we're going to begin our Yoga Nidra with a practice called IRT, Instant Relaxation Technique. And this is a really simple practice that I do a lot if I'm having trouble sleeping. And it can really help to relax the body. So what I'd like you to do is, on your next inhalation, tighten and tense every part of the body. So make a ball with the fists, flex the feet, draw everything together. And exhale, let everything relax. 2 more times. Inhale, tense and tighten the body. Exhale, let everything relax. And this time we're going to retain the breath. So inhale, tighten, tense, taut. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And let everything go. Close the eyes. And if Yoga Nidra is a new practice to you, all I ask is to approach it with an open mind and just to follow the sound of my voice. That's all you need to do. The practice will be entirely guided. If you notice yourself drifting off, just try to stay present and just follow the sound of my voice. And just beginning to connect with a gentle breath in and out of the nose. Making any last little movements or adjustments. And coming to a space of stillness now. And we'll bring our awareness firstly to the inner world. So eyes closed down. But our awareness switches on internally. And like a spotlight, I'll begin to guide you down the physical body as we relax. Let's begin at the crown of the head this evening. So bringing your awareness there, Imagining you're lighting a candle and starting to follow just a gently glowing, flickering inner light. And starting to relax the expression on the face. Softening your brow. Softening the space behind the eyes. Relaxing the temples. Relaxing the cheeks, the nose, the lips. Maybe bringing a small gap between your top and bottom teeth to help relax the jaw completely as well. And slowly begin to follow that inner shimmering light as it guides you past the expression on your face and slowly just down to the throat as you begin to slowly relax the little muscles at the neck, allowing the back of your neck to feel long and supported by the ground beneath you. And I invite you to slowly begin to follow inner flickering candlelight as it guides you from the center of the chest, slowly past the heart, the rib cage, to the navel. As you begin to relax the torso, as you begin to let go of any tension, any tightness, and begin to just let everything soften now. As you scan down to the lower abdomen and bring your focus back to the lower belly. And keeping the chest still, but allowing the lower belly to continue to just gently rise and fall. As you slowly, effortlessly continue to breathe in and out of the nose. And though the breath is gentle and soft, it is also deep and full. Just watching the lower belly as it gently rises on the inhale and gently falls on the exhale. Continuing to just breathe at a comfortable, gentle, effortless pace. I invite you to follow that gently glimmering light as it guides you to the base of the spine, connecting to the tailbone, and slowly traveling up the back of the body, from the base of the spine, Slowly travelling vertebrae by vertebrae from lower back. Slowly moving up the spine to middle back. And finally, travelling up to the top of the back. And just pausing here, noticing how the back of the body is feeling this evening. Noticing if the back is tense, tight, perhaps even active. And slowly beginning to relax, moving again from the top of the neck, vertebrae by vertebrae, down the spine to the middle back. Letting go of any tension you might be holding on to in the top of the back, any muscles that might involuntarily be tight and active. Letting the upper back relax now completely. Letting the middle back relax now completely. And finally allowing the lower back to relax completely. Allowing the back of the body to soften now. Imagining you're melting down into the ground that lovingly receives you. Knowing it's safe to put down any baggage you're holding. Knowing it's okay to let go. Keeping the back body soft. I invite you to follow that inner light as it slowly clears a path and guides your awareness to the top of the left shoulder now. Allow the left shoulder to sink effortlessly back into the ground behind you, into the earth beneath you. And begin to travel from the top of the left shoulder down to the left elbow as you allow your upper arm to relax. As you allow the upper arm to become heavy, effortless, and held. Slowly scanning down from the elbow and moving to the left wrist. Allowing the lower arm to completely relax. Let go of any tension, any tightness. And allow it to soften. And when you're ready, slowly travel from the left wrist as the light guides your awareness from the wrist to the tips of the fingers. Left hand relaxes, left palm relaxes, left arm relaxes completely. Continuing to just breathe at a comfortable, gentle pace, in and out of the nose. And as we stay grounded to this inner world, just noticing if the thoughts have drifted. If they have, just anchoring back now to your breath. Just reminding yourself this is a time for relaxation and self-care. There's nothing else you need to do. There's nowhere else you need to be. You are safe and exactly where you should be. Taking a deep breath into the nose and letting it go through the mouth. Gathering up your awareness and lovingly bringing that focus to rest at the top of the right shoulder. And allowing your right shoulder to relax now. Allowing that right shoulder to fall towards the earth that lovingly receives it. Slowly begin to travel down from the top of the right shoulder to the right elbow. Upper arm relaxes. From your right elbow to your right wrist. Lower arm relaxes. And from the right wrist, just gently following that inner light, that inner awareness, as it slowly guides you across the right palm and up to the tips of the fingers. Right palm softens, right arm relaxes completely. I'm allowing both arms to find a comfortable resting space alongside the body. Allowing any effort to gently drift down into the earth. Allowing any tension to release now. Taking another deep breath in. And when you're ready, sighing out through the mouth. Slowly bringing your focus to the lower body now. And bringing your spotlight of awareness, that inner flame, to rest at the top of the left hip. As we slowly begin to relax, firstly the upper leg. From the top of the left hip, traveling down to the left knee. And when you're ready, the lower leg. relaxing from the kneecap down to the ankle. And from the left ankle, allow your awareness to guide you across the top of the left foot. Every muscle, every bone becoming heavy, relaxing completely. Gently gliding across the sole of the left foot as you slowly travel back up from the left heel to the back of the knee, from the back of the knee to the left buttock. Allowing every muscle, every bone, every cell to relax completely now. And in your own time, allow that inner light to guide you to the right hand side. As you begin to just slowly scan from your right hip down to your right knee, upper leg relaxes first. And in your own time, begin to slowly scan from the right knee as you travel to the right ankle, lower leg relaxes. And finally, from the right ankle, you're slowly traveling to the tips of the toes, allowing the bones to relax. Every muscle and every cell. Letting go of the sole of the foot. And when you're ready, just slowly traveling back from the ankle on the right hand side to the knee. And finally, allowing the right buttock to relax completely. Slowly beginning to widen and open your awareness, I invite you to take in the whole body now. Eyes remain closed, but the vision expands. As you start to take in the entire body, just noticing if there are any corners or spaces where you can still feel any tension or tightness or resistance. And as you gather up your awareness and become an observer of your own being, I invite you now to relax completely. To allow yourself to let go. And soften completely into the earth that lovingly receives you. Allow yourself to put down any baggage, anything that is weighing heavily on you physically, heavily on you mentally, or heavily on you emotionally. Just know it is safe to let go now. It is safe to soften. It is safe to relax. And for the last few final precious moments of this relaxation, I invite you to simply anchor back to your breath. Continuing to breathe in and out of your nose. Continuing to breathe down into your lower abdomen. Breathing fully, breathing deeply. Allowing yourself to simply rest for these last few moments. Slowly begin to bring awareness just back into the body, but keep the eyes closed. Just taking a few deep breaths as we prepare to slowly begin to wake back up. Starting to just bring movement into your fingers and toes first. And keeping the eyes closed. Let's roll over onto your right hand side, coming into a fetal pose. And before you sit up and we close down our practice, I invite you to just pause for a moment before we wake up from our yogic sleep, our Yoga Nidra, and just take a moment in this stillness to just reflect on the mindset that you'd like to approach this new week from. And perhaps there is an intention or a dedication that you can set for yourself around self-care this week. Often, self-care is so dependent on those small choices that we make every day in how we support ourselves. It doesn't need to be huge, grand gestures or big expenses. It could be simply putting 5, 10, 15 minutes aside each day to practice some self-compassion, some self-kindness, Slowly lifting back up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. And let's bring the hands over the heart, bowing the head. And if there is an intention that you're setting to take away from this practice, imagine that you are planting that dedication in the heart now, like a seed. And we'll take one final deep breath into the nose and a long sigh out through the mouth. And in your own time, no rush, lifting the head, bringing the hands to prayer at heart center, and let's say together, Namaste. Namaste. Sending love to everybody. And I hope everybody enjoyed our Yoga Nidra practice this evening. Remember to drink lots of water after that practice, my loves, and practice self-care as much as you can in whatever form that is for you this week as well. I would love to just hear from anyone who is practicing, just to say hi, to know who's here with me on our online class. You may have fallen asleep. Also brilliant. But otherwise I'd love to connect. So I'll just hang out for the next few moments. If anyone has any questions or would like to ask anything, just let me know. Or just to say hi. It's always nice too. Otherwise, have a lovely evening, guys. It is a masterclass in sleeping. Thank you, Alexis. Shout out to Alexis as well for all your help in this class, my lovely. Thank you, Pauline. Lovely to see you again. I hope you sleep well tonight. Me and Alexis are joking that this is our sleep masterclass, but it really does help to improve the quality of your sleep. Yoga Nidra, which is why we have it kind of late on a Monday night, as Mondays tend to be, quite a busy, stressful day for a lot of people. So we always like to run it on a Monday to help improve sleep and help to hopefully set everyone up for, a positive, mindful week ahead as well. Thank you, William. Lovely to see you again too. Thank you for your lovely messages. I'm glad that it was nourishing. I hope everyone has a nice, relaxing sleep. Laura. Thank you, Liz. Do you want to person on Wednesday? Thank you. You feel the benefit. Thank you, Laura, for your lovely message. That's so nice to know. And for attending the Bhakti workshop last week. Really, really great to connect. And thank you so much for joining this evening. I think some people may be asleep, which is fine as well. But it's lovely to connect, guys, and thank you so much for your really nice comments. Please do connect with me on Instagram as well. I always share upcoming workshops or events or classes and things on there too. It's just Liz Joy Oakley, and I teach a lot of yoga for mental health, so that might be of interest to some people too. Otherwise, I will say goodnight, my loves, and wish everyone a wonderful rest of the week. And a good sleep tonight. Sending lots and lots of love. And thanks to everyone for joining, and to everyone at MoreYoga as well for organising the class. Bye guys, good evening.